Your First 365 Days in Real Estate by Shelley Zavitz. Introduction to the author and her journey. In a world where real estate careers often start with enthusiasm and crash under pressure, Shelley Zavitz offers a rare beacon of clarity. But before we dive into the pages of Your First 365 Days in Real Estate, let's begin with Shelley herself, the voice behind the wisdom. Shelley Zavitz wasn't always a real estate agent. In fact, her professional life started in a completely different world: media and advertising. A former creative director and seasoned radio executive, Shelley had built a successful career shaping brands and telling stories. Her background gave her a sharp sense of messaging, storytelling, and customer engagement, skills that would later prove invaluable in real estate. After moving from Canada to Portland, Oregon, she decided to make a bold career change. No safety net, no contacts, no knowledge of the local real estate market. What followed was an intense, transformative, and sometimes grueling journey through the wild terrain of her first year as a realtor. Her book, Your First 365 Days in Real Estate, is not a theoretical guide. It's a real-time diary, a practical playbook, and a battle-tested field manual for anyone stepping into real estate for the first time. She wrote it because she couldn't find anything like it when she was starting out. Shelley's message is simple but powerful. You can succeed in real estate if you treat it like a business, respect the process, and commit to daily growth. Her honesty is refreshing. She talks about fears, failures, and frustrations, but she also shows you how to create victories, build relationships, and create momentum that lasts. Who this book is for? Let's talk about the reader. If you've picked up this book or are listening to this summary, chances are you fall into one of the following categories. You've just passed your real estate exam and have no idea what comes next. You're thinking about becoming an agent and want to know what the first year looks like. You're already a new agent, but you feel stuck, overwhelmed, or unsure. You're returning to real estate after some time away and want a modern-day re-entry plan. Whichever category you fall into, you're in the right place. Shelley doesn't promise shortcuts. There are no get-rich-quick hacks in her system. What she does offer is structure, something sorely lacking for most new agents. She offers tools, ideas, reflections, and above all, perspective. And here's her biggest gift to you. She captures the emotional roller coaster of the first year with astonishing precision. That's because she lived it and wrote the book as she went. The problem with most real estate beginnings. Before diving into the tactical content, Shelley makes a very important point. Most people begin their real estate careers unprepared. They may be motivated, but they don't know how to run a business. They may pass the licensing exam, but they don't know how to generate leads, negotiate deals, or build a referral pipeline. This is the first big lie many agents are told. Just pass the test, and you'll figure the rest out. Shelley Zavitz calls this out early. Getting your license is not the finish line. It's the starting block. From that point on, everything depends on what you build, how you think, and what you commit to doing daily. Mindset shift. From employee to entrepreneur. One of the most powerful concepts Shelley introduces early in the book is the mindset shift from employee to entrepreneur. In a traditional job, someone gives you a role, a paycheck, and a structure. But in real estate, you are the structure. Shelley emphasizes the following truths. You are building a business. You are responsible for your brand. No one is coming to rescue you. You have to generate demand from scratch. This mindset can feel terrifying at first. You no longer have a boss. You are the boss. You no longer have a salary. You eat what you kill. But this also means that your ceiling is higher than ever. The business you build is yours to scale, tweak, and evolve. Shelley urges new agents to embrace the identity of a business owner, not a salesperson. Selling homes is just the surface. Underneath that, you're running a lead generation business, a customer service business, and a referral-based business all at once. The 365-day commitment. The book is structured around the first full year, 365 days of real estate. Why a full year? Because most agents don't last that long. In fact, according to the National Association of Realtors, 87% of new agents quit within 5 years. Many don't make it past the first 12 months. Shelley's goal is to help you avoid that fate. She invites you to think of the next 365 days as a marathon, not a sprint. It's not about instant success. It's about building momentum. It's about progress, not perfection. She encourages daily tracking, journaling, and review. Why? Because you can't improve what you don't measure. And because in real estate, daily actions compound into long-term growth. Choosing a brokerage. First big decision. One of the first decisions you'll make is choosing a brokerage. Shelley dedicates time to explaining why this choice matters more than you might think. She warns against joining the first brokerage that recruits you with promises of low fees and high splits. Instead, she encourages agents to interview their brokerage like it's a job. Ask these questions. What kind of training do they offer? Will you have a mentor? Do they provide leads? What's the culture like? How accessible is your managing broker? Shelley's rule. You want a team that invests in your growth, not just your commission. She recommends shadowing successful agents in the office, attending every training, and learning the systems your brokerage uses from day one. In other words, immerse yourself. The power of systems, tools to get you started. Next, Shelley focuses on systems, a recurring theme throughout the book. She insists that agents create systems early, even before they have clients. Why? Because chaos will come. And when it does, your systems will be your safety net. Here are the core systems she recommends setting up: CRM, Client Relationship Management, Tool. This is your digital brain. Input every contact, conversation, birthday, and lead. Build habits around updating it. Content plan. Shelley believes new agents should start building their personal brand from day one. Start with blog posts, videos, social media content, and newsletters. Schedule template design your ideal week. Time block everything: prospecting, learning, marketing, follow-ups, breaks, and appointments. Financial tracking system. Know your expenses, income, taxes, and savings goals. You're a business now. Act like one. Building your why. The fuel that keeps you going. Shelley devotes an entire section to what she calls the emotional engine of your business, your why. Without a clearly defined reason for being in real estate, you will not survive the hard days. She asks powerful questions. Why are you choosing real estate? What kind of life do you want to build? Who are you doing this for? What legacy do you want to leave? Once you define your why, you write it down. Then, you read it every morning. It becomes your anchor. especially when you face rejection, doubt, or burnout. Overcoming fear and doubt. Let's talk about fear, because Shelley talks about it a lot. Fear is the invisible obstacle that derails most new agents. Fear of cold calling, fear of sounding stupid, fear of rejection, fear of failure. Her advice? Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Fear doesn't go away. You just learn to move forward with it. She introduces the idea of emotional reps, just like muscle memory. The more you do the things you fear, the easier they become. The first time you host an open house? Terrifying. The 10th time? Empowering. Shelley shares her own stories of failed showings, awkward conversations, and embarrassing mistakes. But she insists that every mistake was a step forward. Every rejection taught her something. Building confidence through action. The secret to confidence is not waiting until you feel ready. It's acting before you feel ready. Shelley gives you a daily checklist for the first 30 days that includes call 5 people in your network, send 10 emails to warm contacts, attend 1 networking event, practice scripts for 20 minutes, record a 1-minute video about a local listing, tour at least 2 properties. Why such intense focus on activity? Because in the first year, volume of effort, quality of outcome. You will make mistakes, but you will learn faster than anyone sitting on the sidelines. Summary of Part 1. Foundation built. Let's wrap up Part 1 with a quick review. Shelley Zavitz begins this journey by helping you reframe everything you know about real estate. This is not a hobby. It's not a side hustle. It's a full-fledged business that demands strategy, systems, and stamina. Her focus on mindset, preparation, and early systems creates a powerful foundation for the rest of your year. You're not chasing random success. You're designing your career with intention. Part 2. The first 90 days. Prospecting, branding, rejection, and building trust. The critical first 90 days. Welcome to the most volatile, vulnerable, and important season of your real estate career, days 1 through 90. Shelley Zavitz refers to this period as the initiation phase. It's when most new agents realize how steep the learning curve really is. Emotions run high, confidence swings daily, and the absence of immediate success can create powerful doubts. But if you survive this phase with structure, habits, and hustle, you'll begin building momentum that will carry you into the rest of your first year. Month 1. Laying bricks, not buildings. The first 30 days are not about sales. They're about systems and psychology. Key objectives. Set up your CRM and commit to using it daily. Begin prospecting your personal network. Practice scripts every day. Learn your MLS, multiple listing service system inside out. Attend open houses, even if they are not yours. Create a simple social media content plan. Shelley insists that your daily habits define your career trajectory. What you do every morning sets the tone for your business identity. She even provides a sample New Agent Power Hour. 8 a.m. script practice with a buddy or in front of a mirror. 8:30 a.m. market review, check hot listings, price changes, and neighborhood activity. 9 a.m. prospecting, emails, texts, calls, follow-ups to your database. 10 a.m. open house prep or property tour. Your schedule must become sacred. Don't drift. Design. The 3 circles of lead generation. In the early phase, Zavitz teaches the 3 circles approach to lead generation. Sphere of influence, SOI, friends, family, past colleagues, former classmates. These people already trust you. Don't sell to them. Serve them. Let them know you're in business and how you can help. Local farming and community, your neighborhood, apartment building, church group, or gym. These are your warmest physical communities. Cold prospecting and online leads, the least fun but highly valuable. This includes door knocking, calling FSBOs, for sale by owners, expired listings, and working paid leads from online platforms. Shelley recommends allocating at least 3 hours per day to some form of lead generation activity. In real estate, leads are oxygen. If you don't create a pipeline now, you'll starve later. How to talk to people about real estate without sounding desperate. One of the most awkward parts of being a new agent is talking to people about your new career without sounding like a used car salesperson. Shelley teaches how to plant seeds instead of pushing pitches. Some scripts she recommends, "Hey, I just launched my real estate business here in town. I'm learning fast and building connections. If you ever have real estate questions, or know someone who does, I'd love to be a resource. I'm working with a team that's done over 30 $30,000 in sales this year. I'm building my client base and would be honored to earn your trust." Never beg, never push. Just position yourself as available, educated, and resourceful. The confidence trap. Overcoming the "I'm new" mindset. Most new agents carry the fear that they'll sound inexperienced and lose clients because of it. Shelley's advice is sharp. Don't lie about being new, but don't lead with it either. You're part of a brokerage, a team, a network. Leverage that. Say things like, "My team has handled dozens of transactions in this neighborhood. I have the time and energy to give your transaction 100% attention. Clients don't just want experience, they want communication, honesty, and responsiveness. Your job is to outcare the competition." Building your brand from day one. Now let's talk about your brand. Most new agents think branding is logos, colors, and Instagram reels. Shelley teaches that your brand is your reputation, and that's built through behavior, not design. To build a strong brand, show up on time, every time. Be consistent in communication. Keep your word. Provide unexpected value. Follow up faster than anyone else. Shelley does encourage you to have basic digital branding, a professional headshot, a simple website or landing page, a consistent email signature, a branded Instagram or Facebook page, but none of that replaces trust. Your early brand is that agent who works harder, follows up faster, and really cares. Overcoming rejection, a daily ritual. Here's a truth Shelley doesn't sugarcoat. You will be rejected, often. Cold leads will ghost you. Friends won't refer you. FSBOs will hang up on you. People will say no after weeks of conversation. This is normal and necessary. Shelley encourages what she calls rejection recovery practice. Keep a rejection journal. Document what happened. What did you learn? Practice reframing. I didn't lose a client. I gained clarity. Reward effort, not outcome. If you made your 10 calls, celebrate it, even if no one answered. She reminds us, success is measured in actions, not results, especially in the beginning. Showings, open houses, and building experience. Most agents overestimate the importance of looking busy and underestimate the power of being active, even if you don't have clients yet. Shelley urges new agents to preview properties solo, Visit homes on the MLS and walk through them like you're showing them to a client. Practice your talking points. Volunteer at open houses. Offer to host open houses for other agents. It gives you face time with potential buyers and priceless practice answering questions. Shadow experienced agents. Ask to follow their listing appointments, buyer consults, or even phone calls. The best way to gain confidence is through exposure. You can't fake familiarity with real estate. You earn it through repetition. Building your daily scorecard. Zavitz introduces one of the most practical tools in the book, the Daily Activity Scorecard. Here's an example. Task points: call a lead 1, set an appointment 5, attend a training 2, send handwritten note 1, host or attend an open house 5, add a contact to your CRM 1, record a marketing video 3, tour a property. To your goal, hit 20 plus points per day. This system gamifies your effort. It shifts your focus from "did I close a deal" to "did I move my business forward?" The first client experience. Eventually, your hustle will pay off, and you'll get your first client. Shelley devotes a lot of energy to this moment because it's sacred and potentially dangerous. Mistakes to avoid. Over-promising to impress them. Being too casual or too formal. Forgetting the contract and paperwork details. Failing to follow up after the closing. Tips to succeed. Communicate everything, even if there's nothing new to report. Use checklists religiously. Ask for feedback regularly. Send a handwritten thank you card after closing. Ask for a review or testimonial while the experience is fresh. Remember, your first client is not a transaction. It's your first referral base. Treat them like a VIP, and they'll become a long-term asset to your business. The 90-day review. Reflect, adjust, expand. At day 90, Shelley recommends a full review of your systems, habits, and mindset. Ask yourself, what did I do consistently? What worked better than I thought? Where did I waste time? Which lead sources felt natural? Am I honoring my why? Use this insight to adjust your plan for the next 90 days. If you've been planting seeds daily, clients are coming. But if you haven't, don't panic. Real estate success is delayed. It can take 6 to 9 months to see real momentum. Just don't quit on day 90 when your harvest is around the corner. Closing thoughts for part 2. Your first 90 days are a mirror. They reflect who you are becoming. Are you organized? Are you disciplined? Are you accountable? Are you teachable? If yes, you're already winning, even if your bank account doesn't show it yet. This is not about feeling like a realtor. It's about becoming one through action, learning, and reflection. Up next in part 3, month 4 to month 6, building momentum, scaling systems, and conquering comparison. We'll dive into time audits, branding expansion, closing your first deals. Part 3, months 4 to 6, momentum, systems, and the comparison trap. Intro, the power of day 91. Congratulations, you've survived the first 90 days. At this point, you've likely experienced a roller coaster of emotions. You've made cold calls, shown homes, received rejections, maybe landed a client or 2, but even if your deal pipeline is still dry, Shelley reminds us, if you've consistently taken action, you're on track. Now begins the next crucial season of your journey, days 91 to 180, or months 4 through 6. This period is all about strengthening your systems, refining your habits, building repeatable marketing, and avoiding the dreaded comparison trap. 1. Momentum isn't luck, it's strategy. Shelley debunks the myth that momentum just happens. Momentum is earned. It's the result of intentional, strategic repetition. You've likely heard it said, do the right things long enough and the results will show up. Well, Shelley takes this even further. Momentum is the outcome of refining daily routines and respecting your calendar like it's your boss. If you've been logging your activities since day one, like Shelley recommends, you now have enough data to audit your own behavior. 2. The 30-minute time audit. Shelley introduces a powerful exercise called the time audit. For 1 week, every 30 minutes, write down exactly what you're doing. Use a journal, Google Sheet, or your phone. Then, review your week and ask, what hours did I spend in lead-generating activity? How much time did I spend preparing versus executing? How much of my time was reactive versus proactive? Where am I wasting time pretending to be productive? The point isn't to shame yourself. It's to find the leaks in your business bucket. For example, maybe you're researching listings for 2 hours a day, but not calling any buyers. Or maybe you're attending endless trainings but haven't hosted an open house. Shelley encourages honest accountability. Time is your most precious currency. Spend it like you're broke. 3. Deepening your lead sources. By now, you've likely tested multiple lead sources. Shelley says this is the time to ask, what's working? What feels natural? What's draining me? This is your moment to refocus. Let's explore the most common lead categories Shelley reviews in depth. A. SOI, Sphere of Influence. Follow-up. If you planted the seed in month 1, it's time to water the garden. Reconnect with old contacts. Send market updates to friends. Celebrate birthdays, anniversaries, job promotions. Create a monthly value email. Shelley emphasizes, your job is not to constantly pitch real estate. Your job is to be top of mind when they or someone they know needs help. B. Referrals from vendors. Reach out to mortgage lenders, home inspectors, title companies, insurance agents, contractors, landscapers, interior designers. Build a two-way street. Refer business to them and ask to be referred in return. C. Community-based farming. Identify one neighborhood or demographic where you want to become the agent. Host a neighborhood BBQ, mail a branded newsletter, interview a local business, and post on social media. Create a local expert video series. Shelley's rule, pick a patch and own it. Hyperlocal branding wins attention and trust. 4. Content marketing matters. Shelley doubles down on content creation during this phase of growth. Why? Because content builds authority and visibility even when you're not physically present. Her suggested content pillars include local market updates, home buyer, and seller tips behind the scenes of your day testimonials, or client stories, community spotlights. The Zavitz content plan, sample weekly structure. Monday, Instagram reel, market tip. Wednesday, Facebook post, behind the scenes story. Friday, blog, newsletter, local event or real estate tip. Sunday, open house invite or local listing. Highlight the golden rule. Be consistent. Even if only 10 people watch your video today, they're building familiarity with you, and familiarity builds trust. 5. The danger of comparison. One of the rawest and most relatable chapters in this part of the book is where Shelley discusses the comparison trap. This usually shows up around month 4 or 5. You've been hustling hard, but suddenly you notice, Another new agent in your office just closed 5 deals. Someone's Instagram is exploding with success stories. You still feel like you're faking it. Shelley's message is clear. Your journey is not theirs. Their success is not your failure. Focus on your roots, not their fruits. She urges agents to unfollow accounts that trigger comparison, journal their own progress weekly, celebrate the little wins, a great showing, a tough phone call made, a new CRM contact. Comparison is the thief of joy, and joy is the fuel of creativity. Guard it. 6. Closing your first deals. If you followed Shelley's systems, chances are high that by month 5 or 6, you'll be closing your first few deals. This is a thrilling and terrifying moment. Shelley's first closing checklist. Triple check the paperwork. Communicate with clients proactively. Coordinate with the lender and title team early. Prep your clients emotionally for the finish line. Schedule a closing celebration moment, photo, gift, card. She emphasizes the emotional weight of a closing. This isn't just a transaction. For your clients, it's a milestone moment. Honor that. This is also the moment to secure a Google review or Zillow testimonial, a written or video testimonial referrals from their network. Each closing is not the end. It's the beginning of your referral pipeline. 7. Developing a follow-up system. Once a deal is closed, your relationship isn't over. Shelley insists that post-closing follow-up is where long-term agents win. She suggests a 7-day follow-up email. How's the move going? A 30-day check-in call. Anything you've discovered about the home that surprised you? A 3-month market update. Just thought you'd like to see how your neighborhood is performing. A 6-month gift or note. Happy half year in your home. Every touch point is a reminder that you care beyond the commission. 8. Personal growth. Revisiting your why. At the 6-month mark, Shelley encourages a deep return to your vision. Ask yourself, do I still remember why I started? Has my why evolved? Am I becoming the kind of agent and person I admire? She suggests writing a letter to your day one self. Describe your journey, your struggles, your growth. This reflection can be emotional, but it reconnects you with your deeper purpose. Because real estate isn't just about homes. It's about helping people move into the next chapter of their lives and doing the same for yourself. 9. Celebrate progress. Don't wait for perfection. You are no longer a beginner, but you're also not yet a pro. That's okay. You're in the messy, magical middle. Celebrate that. Shelley encourages agents to celebrate. First client call, first showing alone. First open house hosted, first social media post that got engagement, first testimonial received. These moments matter. They are the proof that you're growing. Recap, the mid-year review. Let's summarize Shelley's month 4 to 6 roadmap. Audit your time and eliminate waste. Focus on lead sources that feel sustainable. Expand content creation and brand authority. Avoid comparison by tracking your own growth. Close with excellence and follow up forever. Reconnect to your deeper mission. Celebrate yourself unapologetically. If you're still here, you're not just surviving, you're building. Up next in Part 4, Months 7 to 9, Scaling your brand, systemizing success, and creating predictable income. We'll dive into automation, hiring help, even if just part-time. The referral machine, preparing for burnout before it hits. Part 4, Chapter 13, Building your brand. Shelley brings home one of the most vital lessons in real estate. You are your brand, your face, your values, your energy. These are what clients associate with the service they receive. She urges readers to invest in personal branding early in their careers. Key lessons: be authentic. People can smell fake from a mile away. Authenticity breeds trust, and trust closes deals. Visual identity. Shelley discusses how your professional photos, logo, if any, business card, and social media presence should reflect one cohesive look. Branding beyond design. Your tone, how you treat people, and how you show up all contribute to your brand's message. Consistency matters. In her own career, Shelley found success through the consistent tone she maintained in every touchpoint, from emails to voicemail greetings to Instagram posts. Practical actions. Do a brand audit. How do people perceive you now? Set up a brand promise, a statement about what you guarantee every client will experience when they work with you. Establish color themes, taglines, and a core story that people remember. Every day you show up, you either support your brand or you undermine it. Chapter 14, Mindset Mastery. Shelley dedicates a full chapter to the power of mindset, arguably the hidden engine behind a thriving real estate career. Many leave the industry not because of ability, but because they crumble under emotional stress, doubt, and fear. Shelley's Mindset Essentials. You're building a business, not earning a paycheck. This is not a 9-to-5 job. This is entrepreneurship. You need to shift your thinking from employee to owner. Success is boring. Success is made up of routine, repetition, and consistency. You might make 100 calls before you close a single deal, and that's normal. You can't control results, only actions. Focus on what you can do every day. Send the emails, make the calls, follow up, show up, detach from outcomes. Shelley emphasizes the emotional health that comes from not riding the highs and lows of deals. Celebrate wins, but don't build your identity around them. You must learn to feel productive even when you don't feel successful yet. Mental tools. Journaling daily to monitor your growth. Visualizing yourself closing deals confidently. Talking to mentors or coaches weekly to recalibrate your mindset. Chapter 15, Lessons from Year 1. Shelley Zavitz closes the book with a heartfelt reflection on the highs, lows, and revelations of her first year. She doesn't sugarcoat the journey. It was hard, it was emotional, it was unpredictable, but it was absolutely worth it. What she learned. The first year is about planting seeds. Most people won't see a full harvest in their first year, but if they plant well, year 2 and beyond explode. Community over competition. She advises new agents to build friendships with fellow agents. Ask questions. Attend meetups. Don't isolate yourself. Treat everyone like a long-term client. The seeds of loyalty begin from your first interaction, whether they buy now or in 3 years. Keep a Why I Started folder. Save the notes, emails, and small wins to remind yourself of your mission on bad days. This job will challenge you, humble you, and ultimately change you. Real estate as a mind-body-spirit business. Shelley's book may be practical, but hidden within her approach is a deep truth. Success in real estate comes when you align your intentions, energy, and strategy. Mind. Build discipline. Learn something new about the market daily. Get obsessed with your craft. Body. This job requires stamina. Showings, long days, and constant networking, they take a toll. Sleep, eat, and move like a professional. Spirit. Keep your purpose front and center. What drives you? Who are you doing this for? Don't forget the human stories behind every sale. The danger of shiny object syndrome. New agents often get distracted by social media influencers, expensive tools, or chasing the newest lead gene system. Shelley warns, master the basics first. Do you know how to write a compelling listing description? Can you handle objections without fear? Are you following up 5 to 7 times before giving up on a lead? Tech can help, but it can't replace skills. Why most agents fail, and how you won't hear, are some of the most common reasons Shelley believes new agents fail within 12 months. They underestimate the emotional toll. Solution: build mental resilience and support systems. They don't time block or track their productivity. Solution: follow the hour of power and review your actions weekly. They never ask for help. Solution: be coachable. Reach out to other agents. Hire a mentor if you can. They chase the deal, not the relationship. Solution: focus on service, not sales. A 30-day kickstart plan based on Shelley Zavitz's book. To end this 2-hour summary with true action, here's a 30-day success challenge you can start today. Week 1, Foundation and Identity. Read or reread your state's licensing laws and agency rules. Write your mission and brand statement. Choose your CRM and create 5 buyer-seller pipelines. Week 2, People and Presence. Call everyone in your phone and tell them you're in real estate. Set up professional email signatures, voicemail greetings, and bios. Post your Why I'm a Realtor story on all your platforms. Week 3, Market and Message Study. 10 properties in your area in detail. Write mock listing and buyer emails. Get feedback from a mentor. Attend 3 open houses even if they aren't yours. Week 4, Systems and Soul. Build a 6-month follow-up plan. Reconnect with everyone you've spoken to so far. Journal daily. What are you learning? What's getting better? Closing message from Shelley Zavitz. Paraphrased. Shelley reminds us all that this is a people business. No amount of money, marketing, or automation can replace the moment someone feels seen, heard, and helped by you. You don't have to be the best agent. You just have to be the one who shows up, follows through, and gives a damn.